Welcome back to Kicking It in the Country. Today we're going to take you on a lost gem in Avery County. To get to this place, it's one of those I was telling you about that's off the beaten path. You won't find it in no brochure in the restaurant, and you're not going to find it in none of these tourist attraction places. They're not going to tell you that this place is here, but it's awesome. And it's close to Memorial Day. That's why I wanted to get it done. I didn't think I was going to be able to. I had to pull a bunch of strings to get authorized to come down in here. And guys, like I said, if you're ever this way and you want to see it, get a hold of me. And I can get a hold of the right people, and we can bring you back here and let you see a piece of history that... Now we're going back to the Battle of Kings Mountain today, guys. And like I said, with Memorial Day coming up, there's no better way to honor those that have fallen than to show you what we're about ready to show you. So strap in, guys, and let's get to walking. All right, guys, we're here with Eli and Aiden.
How y'all doing?
They wanted to, Eli.
Hey y'all.
They wanted to take the hike with me, and I haven't been on this trail in 25 to 30 years, at least. I'd say more like 30. Yeah, there's a small creek down there. Not big enough for fish, though. But, last time I was on this trail, me and my dad was squirrel hunting. And that's how long it's been. And I know I was 18-year-old. So, the guys were fixing to... These trails come out in these great big old huge fields. Now there used to be a house place right over in here, and it got burnt down because it was an abandoned place. And had a fireplace, and people would camp out in it. Old house. It's a shame that it's gone too. It's a piece of history and a historic landmark. But there was some people camping in it like they usually do. Build a fire. Something happened and fire got out and burnt the house down. We could probably go on out and not cross this creek. But if we can cross it here some way, it'll just make our journey a little quicker. Now, if an old man can hop that creek, you boys can.
That was hard.
No problem. Alright, guys, here's the first field that we come out into, and there's several of these fields.
Oh my God.
This is just a beautiful, beautiful place. It's overcast. We think the rain is gone. It's been raining on and off all day. They would give like a winter weather advisory. Guys, it's May, middle of May. We're supposed to have warm, sunny weather. Aiden, we'll have to check him for tickets. Outdoors now, this Sim City Slickers is allergic to being outside. Guys, some of this we may play over with music to stop a lot of the talking, and just let you see this scenery. You talk about beautiful.
This is really nice.
And when you see where we're going and the history that it holds, you're going to think to yourself, man, this needs to be open to the public, because this is some awesome history. But now that's
oh yeah, that goes up to Union.
yes, that goes. It's a mining company that owns this property that we're on. That's the strings I had to pull to get back here.
Yeah.
And we're grateful that they allowed us free passage to show you guys what's hid.
Now this is the usual.
Hold up. Right there. Those right there are Spring-Made Mountain people. Yes, guys, that right there is the Campers Inn at Springmaid. It is a camping retreat that borders this land. And if we can get down here, because we told them we were going to maybe do some more filming, but just look how beautiful this is back here. Not a house going anywhere.
There's some other like barns and history back here.
Let's see if we can get down here and show these guys canoeing. Because at Springmaid they have canoeing, all kinds of things. There we go, guys. Awesome. Awesome. This is the river. It's the North Toe River. Alright guys, we are to the last field. We have walked pretty good ways. We paused videoing for a little bit, but this is the last field. Man, look at this view. It is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And where we are going is right up there. And we're about to where our journey today will take us. And when we get there, we're going to try our best to be quiet and respectful. But I do want to tell you guys the story. Some of you may know it. A lot of you may know it. But for those that don't, we'll tell you the story. Is what we came for. We are in what used to be Bright's Place Settlement. Bright's Place was on the banks of the North Toe River. We just saw the North Toe River on our hike in. This is, they call it here Bright's Cemetery, but it was better known and still is today as the Davenport Family Cemetery. This is the main reason that we have brought this hidden gem to our YouTube channel. Now, like I said, this cemetery here should mean a lot to every American citizen, because this was where a lot of the soldiers, or some soldiers, Martin Davenport, Captain North Carolina Militia, Revolutionary War, 1745 to 1815. And guys, but it's going to mean a lot. It should mean a lot to every American citizen, but it's going to mean a lot to residents of Tennessee, because I'm going to show you one name here that you will be able to recognize with your state. Robert Sevier, Captain, North Carolina Militia, Revolutionary War, October 16th, 1780. And then the footstone here. And guys, hang on, let me get some of these weeds out of the way. Now there's the footstone. It says, mortally wounded at Battle of Kings Mountain, son of Valentine Sevier, the immigrant. Guys, this cemetery here was really ran down awful bad. The Boy Scouts in Avery County came in and put the fence up that we see. They cleaned up a lot of dead trees that had fell, and then they used to be like the groundskeep of it, but now the mining company that this land sits on, and there's the sun poking through the blue skies. Is that not awesome? That just adds to our story. Because guys, it was overcast, doomy and cloudy, but the sun's going to pop through now that we're here. But now the mining company that owns this, they do the groundskeep, Zeline Aiden, and they keep it mowed and weed eated. And it's hard to get to for the general public, but for the families that has people buried here, then pretty well just let them know you're here and you got access to this. But
How is this?
I told you that we were going to be respectful and try to be quiet, but I am going to tell you the story here, and I will put this in the description, the link to this, and you can read in on it more in depth than what we are right now. But Captain Robert Sevier and his brother, Colonel John Sevier, were among the organizers of the famed Over Mountain Men, who fought British General Tarleton at the Battle of Kings Mountain in North Carolina. Robert Sevier was wounded when he reached down to pick up his bayonet that had fell off his musket. Buckshot hit him and wounded him in the kidney, and after the battle, a surgeon, Dr. Johnson, tried to remove the bullet, but wasn't able to. Dr. Johnson told Captain Sevier that he shouldn't travel until they had another chance to try to get the bullet out. But Captain Sevier feared for his life and was afraid that either the British General Tarleton would come back to find him, or that Cornwallis himself would find out where he was hid. So he said that if he was going to die, he would rather die back at home. So Robert and the militia group that he was with, the Over Mountain Men, started their trek back home. On the 9th day of their travel, they made it here to Bright's place. And by this time, Robert Severe's wound had worsened, started bleeding. No doubt infection had set up. And they stopped at this settlement here along the North Toe River. And the story has it that Robert Severe leaned up against the trunk of the bottom of an oak tree while other people in the group went to the spring to get water, to set up camp, and to get what food they had left so they could eat. When they came back, they found Robert Severe at the base of the oak tree where he had passed away. Here is the oak tree, what's left of it now. It's just more or less a stump. And they buried him here. Now the Davenport Family Cemetery is part of the Bright's Place settlement. And the two captains that we showed with the headstones, Robert Severe and Martin Davenport, are just the two headstones in here that family members have come back and actually put up a readable headstone. Back in the day, when Bright's Place was the settlement, when they passed away, they put these rocks up as their headstones, grave markers. And you can see them set up and poked up all the way throughout this cemetery. They still even have the rock and headstone that was set up for Captain Robert Severe. It's right here behind his headstone. Now, the Tennessee ties to this comes from Robert's brother, John Severe. And John Severe was one of the founding fathers of the state of Tennessee, where he was elected the state's first governor. And man, this is awesome, guys. I'm telling you, a hidden gem for sure. So John Severe's brother, Robert, John Severe being the first governor in the state of Tennessee, one of the founding fathers that got the state of Tennessee up and running. He also done the state of Franklin. And that was when they just, he more or less broke them away from North Carolina. But then later on, helped set up and establish the state of Tennessee, where, like I said, he was the first governor. His brother is buried right here in Avery County, North Carolina, Davenport Cemetery at Bright's Place. And guys, like I said, this goes with Memorial Day more than anything that I've noticed or thought about, because it's thanks to men like this right here that we're able to get out and do the things we want to do. They fought for our freedom. They paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. And guys, this is something that we should not let younger generations like those two boys standing there forget. They need to know that these men that was on their way back from the Battle of Kings Mountain made it to right here, and this is as far as they made it on their journey back home. Guys, Eli
Hey guys.
asked where they thought that the church would have been sitting, and it's somewhere over in this flat right in here. See how it flattens out right there? But they were houses, because this was a settlement. And this is coming down from the cemetery. Alright guys, we're heading back out the other cemetery now. About to drop the camera. And every September, the Over Mountain Victory Trail March to Kings Mountain, or better known as the Over Mountain Men, march the same trail that these men marched to Kings Mountain in like a reenactment. And they come to right here, and they spend several days in this field. They set up tents, set up a camp of what life would have been like for these men that battled at the Battle of Kings Mountain. They set up in this field here, and they bring local students in from local schools around the area, and they put on demonstrations here for them. They show them what rationings they had to cook with, show them what they had to work with to get firewood and to set their camp up. But undoubtedly the most memorable part for these students, and right here was one of them that has been down here before with Riverside, to the Over Mountain Men Victory Trail.
They also shot muskets.
That's what I was getting at. Say it again.
They were shooting muskets with not bullets, but just black powder.
That is undoubtedly the favorite part for these kids to come down here.
Yes, I loved it.
They show them the weapons that they had to fight with, and they load these muskets, and they demonstrate how they shot. They show them the horns that they carried the black powder in, the packing that they packed the bullets with, and they even show them the balls, the bullet that they shot with. Now, like Eli said, they don't shoot a live round, but they do pack black powder in their muskets and fire it for the kids, and they love it.
Yes, it's so much fun.
And what I would like to do is I would like to come down here and camp out with these guys one night. Just be able to wake up, step out of your tent and see this. And listen guys, listen to how peaceful this is. Aiden's down there in the field doing something.
He's pretending like he's in war.
But guys, this is our first of many hidden gems in Avery County, North Carolina. Now the river, the North Toe River, is just right down here, the end of this field. And the spring is somewhere over in that direction. It ain't too far from the cemetery.
One.
Alright guys, we are getting ready to hike back out of here. We got a hike ahead of us through all the fields and beside the river. And we hope you've enjoyed it. You know, like I said, we wanted to bring hidden gems to you that a lot of people don't know about. And this right here is one that's by far one of the coolest hidden gems that we have here in our county. And it's not just a hidden gem for this county, but for our country. Because the Over Mountain men that marched to the Battle of Kings Mountain and fought and was wounded and made it back to right here, they didn't make it home to their family, but they sacrificed and give the ultimate sacrifice so we could have freedom, so we can do what we're doing today. And I am beyond words grateful for that. And this Memorial Day, guys, that's what it's about. Think of veterans. You should thank veterans every day for their service. But Memorial Day is to honor those that have give their life so we can have life. And that goes hand in hand with what Jesus Christ done for us. And this Memorial Day, take time to thank and pay respect to those that give their life for us so that we can live in America, and one of the greatest, not one of, but the greatest country in the world. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, because there's more gems like this, hidden gems in Avery County that we're going to take you guys on, and we want you to be a part of it. Leave us a comment. And guys, no matter where you're at,
no matter where you live,
no matter what you're doing, get out and kick it country.